Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an ISU-152K. It's a Tier 8 Soviet premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Tundra under the command of TacticallyMovingDownward of the 335th clan. Game on. Well, he's armed with the BL-10, the big hitting 152mm howitzer, capable of doing 750 alpha and penetrating 286mm of armor. That gun used to be on the standard ISU-152 and used to be the joint highest alpha at Tier 8, the other one being the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger with a 15cm main gun. But Wargaming, in their greediness, decided to take the BL-10 off the ISU-152, much to Mighty Jingle's chagrin, or chagrin, is it chagrin? I think it is chagrin, because of course he rather liked the BL-10 because of course it was very accurate and very heavy hitting. It would do a lot of damage to the enemy, but he was really upset when it was taken away. But Wargaming, the reason they took it away was they were actually going to sell it to us by sticking it on a premium tank, which we of course have to pay through the nose for. So if we wanted to have the heavy hitter, yes, we'd have to pay for it instead. Now supposedly the ISU-152K is actually a development of the standard ISU. Enemy tank, 45 TP, and he gets a high roll for 782. Traditionally, it will be appearing on the standard ISU, but this tank destroyer is supposed to be better than the standard ISU, but in actual fact, in the game, it turns out to be worse. I know, overall, it's actually inferior to the standard ISU-152. It was actually made between 1955 and 1958 at the Leningrad Kirov plant. And, oh, we've got an E-25 directly above us on that ledge. He's going to have to move and get away, otherwise we're going to get a shot at him. And he'd be out the game in one shot. You see a lot of tanks which have actually got fairly low hit points are scurrying away because they don't want to get hit by this gun, because they know if they do get hit, then it could be fatal. Okay, SU-130PM down there. Can you get a shot? No. The enemy is actually in our cap area. We almost had a shot there on the SU-100Y, the box tank, but this thing's got such a terrible aim, and it's only got 10 degrees either side of the center line, and we just took a round from the hill, an MX 12 ton. We were sitting still for too long. Two 75mm rounds made their way in, and we've lost a fair number of hit points. Yes, this is the problem, you see. This thing's got such a long aim time. You want it to be accurate, you have to sit there and wait, and then you become vulnerable. Unfortunately, he was sitting there too long. But there is an enemy that he can hit. He's just having a quick look around. Can he get a shot in the SU? No, he can't, but this guy, he can, and he wants to. Goodbye. And just like that, he's nuked the guy, and he's out the game. It's a long reload, though. That's the problem. 18.22 seconds by the book. At least I think that's 18. Not a 16. It is 18.22. He's got 15.01. Just bounced another round from the MX 12 ton. But this Excalibur is about to go extinct. Yeah. This is what this tank does, you see. That's why Jingles loved the BL-10. It had the ability of eradicating enemy vehicles with just one shot. Okay, there's a lurver just around the corner who doesn't want to come near us. He's having a look over the other side of the battlefield, near our cap area. Hello! And the G-Saw comes into range, gets a low roll for 713. He does fire one back, but more out of annoyance than anything else. Okay, we're changing position. Those guys up on the hill are still there. They'll probably see us if we try to cross the bridge. He's tempted to do it, but Obviously, he's much better off sticking in the cap and just taking pot shots at these guys. Hello! And got him. So 3 kills now for Tactically Moving Downwards. How many more is he going to get? Well, he still could get a Fool's Medal if he, not a Fool's Medal, a Radley's if he tries. If he gets all of them, that's going to be a bit difficult, I think. The Leuven's on his last legs, and it looks like he's going to go down to the 703. And in fact, actually, he's getting asked by the Tiger to actually help out the cap. The enemy is still around. There's still 5 of them. Oh, and we just saw a 56 TP up on the hill, and I think he's going to be next. This gun does have amazing penetration. It also has better horizontal traverse than before, 10 degrees either side of the center line. And he gets a pen and takes the 475 that was remaining on the 56 TP. So 4 kills. Oh, another one. Can we get him? He's just killed one of our guys in the cap, but he's now doomed. And it's a low roll for 694, but if he comes over to try and take us, all he's going to do is guarantee that Tactically Moving Downwards takes him out with the next shot. And he's down to a 1 shot now. He is definitely going bye-byes. Oh, he blew the turret off. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Oh well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, yes, that's what this thing does. And he's moving into the cap just as they cap out, and he was thinking about capping out or moving the lever out the cap, and that's it. That's the end of the game. Well, that was a fun game by Tactically Moving Downwards in the ISU-152K. He managed to get an ace tanker, which is not surprising given the amount of damage he did to the enemy. He got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks, as well as a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a demolition expert for blowing the turret off one of the enemy tanks. It was the last one he actually took out, as well as a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. Fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, 1 short of getting a top gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team, as well as a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game actually ended up with the Object 7032, but only just. He got 3,564 hit points of damage, whilst Tactically Moving Downwards got 3,452 hit points, so 100 points in it at the end. They were in platoon together at the end, and when it came to yes, actually they were, yes, but unfortunately the 703 was dead, so there was no way they could get the BIA. When it came to kills, though, we can see that it's definitely Tactically Moving Downwards who got the highest. 5 kills to him, 3 kills went to the Object 7032, and also to the T25AT. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got that one for sure. So he's got the top in kills, top in base XP. 1,245 went to Tactically Moving Downwards, 1,073 went to the Object 7032, and 726 went to the Lurver on our team, who was the guy who was capping. He fired 9 rounds in that game, got 8 direct hits on the enemy, 8 penetrations, 3,452 hit points of damage, of which 782 were at more than 300 meters. It would have been a perfect score with shots, but he fired his gun right at the last second, so it made 988 instead of 888, which would have been nicer. He actually got 7 hits received from the enemy, only 5 of which actually penetrated. The armor's not particularly thick on this thing. It's actually relatively thin. And so, yes, you can penetrate it. The hull on the front is 90 millimeters. On the sides, it's 90 millimeters, but on the rear, it's only 60 millimeters. But with only 90 millimeters, you can actually penetrate it. So most 75 millimeter guns will be able to do it at tier 8. He also block damage, 320 hit points, and 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 1,119 hit points of spotting assist. Now, on a premium count, he actually earned 207,370 credits profit on this one. Yes, he did get a huge amount, and the ammunition's not particularly expensive. Plus, of course, it does have pretty good penetration with just standard ammo. So, yes, if you want to earn credits, this is a credit-making tank. I mean, in big ways. But you just have to learn its limitations. It can't do everything, and you need to make sure the enemy doesn't take you out by shooting you in the sides whilst you're trying to blast an enemy tank in the face. 6,071 but experience points out of that one as well. So a very good game there by Tactically Moving Downwards in the ISU-152K. I don't often get that many really good games in it because obviously I'm trying hard to help my teammates, but they don't help me out by either by blocking me from getting shots on the enemy when I absolutely do want to take them out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.